morning friends, standard 12 commerce, subject statistics and chapter number 2, that is linear correlation. First chapter that we have completed, that is index number, okay, and index number, various types of example and theory that we have completed. Right now, from today onwards, that we are going to discuss about second chapter, and that chapter name is linear correlation. So in first part that we discuss about the introduction as well as meaning and definition of linear correlation. So before the starting of this chapter, first of all we have to know that is the meaning. What do you mean by linear correlation and information regarding it? So I am starting the first part of this particular chapter, and that is introduction. So here, that in standard 11, various chapters that we have studied, in particular thing, we studied about the one variable. Okay, so here that we have studied about the one variable in 11th chapter, that is measurement of central tendency, dispersion and skewness. So this is the biggest types of chapters are there that we have studied about the various types of study about only one variable. But here that we have to study about the two or more variable, that is the relationship. It means that in this chapter we have to study about the relationship between two or more variable. So let us understand what do you mean by one variable, what do you mean by two variable, and how we can measure about the relationship. So here, what do you mean by one variable? So here, a distribution is said, a distribution is to be said, unit distribution if it is obtained by collecting the information of one variable. When we are going to do the research and we are getting the recent answer is in only one variable, only information about one variable, that is called a one variable study. So example, marks of student in subject, it is one variable, any subject. Okay, student, one student is there and marks of that particular students, one variable. Then monthly income of person, 10,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, 50,000, 1 lakh. Again, it's a one variable. Age of any person, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 45 years, whatever is there. So this is called, it is called, that is one variable. So what do you mean by one variable? A distribution is said to be univariate distribution if it is obtained by collecting the information of one variable. Okay. Next one, the information obtained from two different characteristics of a unit at the same time, that is called Brevard data, and distribution obtained from it is called Brevard distribution. Okay. So here, when we are getting the information for two or more than two variable different characteristics at the same time, that is called a Brevard data. Okay, it means that when we are getting information of two or more than two at the same time of particular data. Again here some examples are there. For example, monthly income and expenditure. So here monthly income is a one variable, expenditure another variable. Second one, monthly income and saving, two variable. Third one, age of husband and wife, again it's a two variable. In particular school, okay, the height and weight of student. So height is a one variable, weight is the second variable. So when we are getting a two variable, two characteristics, two types of characteristics at the same time, that is called a Brevard distribution or two distribution. So here the simultaneous changes. So what do you mean by correlation? Now we are doing a relationship between the two variables, and that's called correlation. So what do you mean by correlation? That we learn here. Here the simultaneous changes in the value of more than two variables can be studied by multiple and partial correlation, but here we are studying the relation of correlation. Okay, so whatever changes in the value of more than two variables that we have to study, and that study is called correlation. Multiple or partial correlation. But here we are studying about the various types of correlation. What we discuss now. First of all, we discuss about one variable that we have studied in 11th standard various chapters. Then two variable, the relationship between two variable. What do you mean one variable? That we are getting the information about only one variable. That is one variable, marks of student, income of monthly income of any person. And then after there is two different type of characteristics that we have find out in the same time, that is called a private distribution. For example, monthly income or expenditure, age of husband and wife. So here two types of data is there. Now we will discuss about what do you mean by correlation. Okay, what do you mean by correlation? So here the second part is that is the meaning and definition. So here now we will study about the meaning and definition of correlation. So here let us start. The changes in the value of two variable, the changes in the value of two variable are mainly due to following reasons. Whatever change is there in particular a variable because of two reasons. What are the reasons? Number one, there is an cause and effect relationship between two variables. Which type of relationship is that? Cause and effect relationship. This is the first reason. And second reason, the value of two variable changes due to effect of some other factors. Some other factors are there, those who are affected, and that is why two variables are changed. Let us take one by one example as well as discuss some of both. Number one, there is a cause and effect relationship. Most important thing, there is cause and effect relationship. It means that an independent variable is the cause, and due to that causes some effects are there. For example, rainfall and yield of rice. Okay, so here due to rainfall, yield of rice that we are getting. So here rainfall is an independent variable and that is the cause, and yield of rice that is the dependent variable and it is the effect. So if a rainfall is good, yield of rice is good. If rainfall is lower, yield for rice is lower. Same as some other information, income as well as expenditure. And due to that, what was the saving? Okay, so here income will remain same. If expenditure is high, that is the cause. There is a decrement in the saving. So this is the effect. Okay, so this is the cause and effect relationship. And here in second one, that is the value of two variables are changes due to effect of other. For example, demand and supply. Okay, so as we know that demand and supply is totally based on price. So two variable is changed but not depend on that each other. They are depend on some other factor. That's why that is called other factors. Okay, that is why it's called the value of two variable changes due to effect of some other factor. If there is a change in price, demand and supply is changed. So this is the relationship between two. Now on the basis of this, we are going to study about the meaning and definition of linear correlation. Now, there is a simultaneous change in the value of two variables due to direct or indirect cause and effect. Due to direct and indirect cause and effect. Whether it is cause and effect relationship, it is direct or by some other factors, that is the indirect, then it is said that there is a correlation between two variables. It means that there is a simultaneously change. There is some changes because of either it is direct or indirect cause and effect relationship. Then we can say that there is a correlation between two particular variables. Here the correlation is to be said linear correlation. So this type of correlation is to be said, is to be called as a linear correlation. Now, when the change in the value of two variable, correlated variable, have a nearly to the linear constant proportion, when we can say that there is a linear correlation. This is the another definition. What is the definition? In 1 mark it can be asked. So here, when the changes in the value of two correlated variables have nearly to the line constant proportion, then we can say that there is a linear correlation. So if there is a change due to cause and effect relationship, either it is direct or indirect. Whatever is changed, that means there is correlation between two particular variable. For example, here radius and circumference is there. For example, circumference is 2 pi. So if radius is 2, then circumference is 4 pi. If it is 3, then it is 6 pi. If it is 5, then 10 pi. And if it is 10, that is 20 pi. So if radius is equal to 2 pi, circumference is, so here we can say that the changes of it. So we can change that because of radius, there is change in circumferences. Okay, same here, the time taken object and travel, for travel then they are taking time in hours and distance travel per kilometer. Okay, so here 2 hours that 100 kilometer, 3 hours 150 kilometer, 6 hours 300 kilometer, 10 hours 500 kilometer. So we can say that 1 hour is equal to 50 kilometer. Okay, so if there is change in time, by directly or indirectly, it will be changed in the particular distance. Okay, so here what we learn, then we learn about single variable, dual variable. Okay, then examples of it. Then what do you mean by correlation? Here definition, meaning and correlation. There are two types is there. Number one, that is cause and effect relationship, and number two, that is the two variable changes because of some other factors. And here we learn about some other information related to correlation. Okay, thank you. So here, after the completion of meaning of correlation, now we will discuss about types of correlation, then correlation coefficient. So here, types of correlation. So here two types is there. Number one, that is positive correlation, and second one, that is negative correlation. Okay. So here we will discuss about what do you mean by positive correlation, what do you mean by negative correlation, and then after certain methods. So here, when the changes in the variable of two correlated variables are in a same direction, the correlation between them is positive correlation. Same direction. It means that if one increase, second also increase, and if one decrease, second also decrease. Okay, so here we can measure that if one increase, second one also increase. If one decrease, second one also decrease. Okay, that is called positive correlation. Once again, when the changes in the value of two correlated variables are in the same direction, the correlation between them is a positive correlation. Example, let us take example, price and supply. So as we know, price increase, supply also increase as a law of supply. Second one, age of husband and age of wife. Simple. If husband age is increased, simultaneously the wife age is also increased. Third one, sales and profit. Generally what happens? If sales is increased, profit also increase. So one increase, second one also increase. So this is the positive correlation. Now second one, that is negative correlation. So here, when the changes in the value of two correlated variables are in opposite direction. Which direction? Opposite direction. The correlation between them is called negative correlation. It means that if one increase, second decrease, or if one decrease, second increase. So here we can say that if one increase, second decrease, or one decrease, second variable increase. Once again, when the change in the value of two correlated variables are in opposite direction, the correlation between them is called negative correlation. If one increase, second one is decrease, and if first one is decrease, second one is increase. For example, price and demand. As we know that the law of demand. If price increase, demand contrast or decrease. Okay. Same one. Expense increase, saving decrease. So this is the example of negative correlation. So what we learn? Positive and negative correlation. If that two variables are in the same direction, that is positive, and in opposite direction, that is negative. Now, what do you mean by correlation coefficient? So here, the measures of the strength between two variables are called correlation coefficient. Okay, so what do you mean by correlation coefficient? The measures of the strength of two variables that we have to check. What is the strength between two variables. It is called correlation coefficient, and that we are denoted by small r, and this is suggested by Carl Pearson. Okay, as we know that Carl Pearson is author, statistician, those who are suggested correlation coefficient. Okay, so in this part we learn positive relation, negative correlation, and correlation coefficient. Now we will discuss about next part, and that part is method of studying correlation. See, this is the theoretical part. Now we will discuss about some practical parts, practical examples which is asked in your examination. Same way in this chapter 12 mark weightage is there. 1 mark 1 question MCQ. Second one 1 mark 2 marks 1 question is asked. 3 mark 1 question is asked. Okay. 4 marks no question from this chapter, and in 5 marks, as we know, same as index number in section F, 1 question is there. Okay, so here we will discuss about method of studying correlation. 3 methods are there. Number 1, scatter diagram method. Number 2, Carl Pearson product movement method, and number 3, Spearman rank correlation method. So here 3 methods are there. Number 1, scatter diagram method. Number 2, Carl Pearson's product movement method, and number 3, Spearman's rank correlation method. So with the help of 3 methods, we can find out correlation. So here first method, that is scatter diagram method. So in particular method that they are described, that this value that we have to find out correlation with the help of diagram. It means that with the help of graph. So what is the meaning that we will discuss here? Suppose two variable as we discussed, that we have to check the relation between two variable. So here suppose two variable x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3 up to xn yn, whatever values are there, are ordered in the pair of n values of two variable x and y. The value of variable x and y on both, that is x is on x axis, y is on y axis, are plotted on the graph by taking appropriate or proper scale. The graph showing the plotted points corresponding to pairs x1 y1, x2 y2 up to xn yn is the scatter diagram. Okay, so simple. What we have to do? We have to check x1 y1, x2 y2, that we have to write in a format. Then after we have to take appropriate scale diagram, that means graph. And what we have to do, whatever x series is there, x1, x2, x3, x4, that we have to plot it on x axis, and whatever information regarding y1, y2, y3 is there, that we have to plot in the y axis. And whatever diagram is there, that is called a scatter bar, scatter diagram. With the help of this diagram, we have to find out the relation between two variables x and y. Okay, so here whatever slopes are there, whether it is slopes for negative, positive, or whatever slopes are there, that slope shows the nature, type and strength of correlation. So whatever strength, okay, what strength is there, either it is positive or negative. Okay, 5 types are there that we discussed. Number 1, that is positive. Second one, that is negative. Third one, partial positive. Fourth one, partial negative. And fifth one, that is no relation. So whatever these 5 types are there that we have discussed, with the help of that graph slope that we have to discuss, that we have to show, that we have to do, with the help of the whether which type of correlation is there. Okay, so what we discussed, number 1, that is one variable, two variable correlation, cause and effect relationship. Then after some other information regarding that. Here types of correlation, positive, negative, Okay, correlation coefficient and method of studying correlation, that is scatter diagram method, Karp-Pearson product movement method, and Spearman rank correlation method. That we will study about meaning of scatter diagram method. Okay, so see in these examples mostly second and third types of example that they will ask in your board examination. Okay, thank you. So after the completion of types of correlation, now we will discuss about the various types of correlation. Then I discussed earlier that 5 types are there: perfect positive, perfect negative, partial positive, partial negative, and no correlation. Here we will discuss about first topic, first particular thing, and that is perfect positive correlation, PPC. What do you mean by perfect positive correlation? Definition is there. And then we will take one example related to it, which is illustration number 1. So here, if all the points of a scatter diagram, if all the points of scatter diagram lie on one line, it is in a one line, and it is going on upward direction, that is upward direction from left to right. Okay, again, the points of a scatter diagram lies on one line, particularly it will be on one line, condition number 1. And condition number 2, that is it is going on upward direction, it is going on upward direction like law of supply. Okay, we will, for this particular types, what we have to remind in our mind? Law of supply. It's from downward to upward, so downward to upward from left to right. So here from ongoing on upward direction left to right, then it is shows the perfect positive correlation between two variables x and y. Again friends, 2 points or scatter diagram lies on one line, particularly one line, downward to upward, that is going on downward to upward from left to right. It shows that perfect correlation between two variables. When it is possible? It is possible that change in the same direction with the same proportion. Okay, whether it is the same direction is same as the perfect studied in perfect correlation, that is same direction is there. If one increase, second also increase. If one decrease, second also decrease, as well as same proportion. So this is the perfect positive correlation. Now we will take one example related to perfect positive correlation. Okay, so here example number 1 is that, what is the example that we are going to study here? After the study deduction, standard deduction from total income of 20% income tax is imposed on the remaining income. The information regarding taxable income and tax to be paid given as below. Okay, so here various types of person is given. 5 persons are given. Person number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and in second one, taxable income is given in thousand. 3 0 is equal to 1000. 50,000, 30,000, 80,000, 20,000, 100. It means that 1 lakhs. Income tax is there, that is denoted by Y. It is also in thousand. 10,000, 6,000, 16,000, 4,000, 20,000. It means that when a person one is earning 50,000, he is paying tax 10,000. 30,000, 6,000, same as others. So what we have to do? First of all, we have to do prepare one diagram, graph. So here, and this is second one, x-axis and y-axis. On n-axis, x-axis, what we have to take here? Here taxable income. So here taxable income. Okay, and income that we have to take 1 centimeter is equal to 20,000. Okay, so here first 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, in thousand. Okay, and in y-axis we are taking income tax. So here we are taking as a 1 centimeter is equal to 4000. Okay, so here we are taking as a 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Here we have to compulsorily write down that on x-axis 1 centimeter 20,000, y-axis 1 centimeter 4,000. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to draw a line. It means that dot. 50,000 income is there. So here 50,000 between 40 and 60. 10,000 is there. So 10 is between 2. So here I will draw one dot. So this is first A. Okay. Then we are denoted as first person as A, B, C, D and E. So here I am denoted as A. Second one, 30,000 income 6. 30 is between these two, 20 and 40, and these two. So here I am writing second one from here. That is B. C, 80,000 16. So here 80,000. Okay, and here 60. So definitely this is from this point, that is number C. Number 4, 20,000 as a 4, here 20,000 and 4. So this will be from this. D and E, 120. 100 is the last boundary income, here 20. So definitely it is from here. Here I will write E. So we can say that with the help of this diagram, we can say that all the points are in the same direction. In the same direction from left to right, downward to upward. Okay. So this is called this line. Approximately that we have to draw the line. This is the line. So we can say that is the perfect positive correlation. Okay, so this is the example number 1, as well as the method of perfect positive correlation. So what we are studying, once again we revise all the video. First of all, we studied about one variable, two variable, cause and effect relationship. Thereafter correlation, then meaning and definition of correlation. Thereafter we discuss about types of correlation, that is negative and positive. If it is in the same direction, then positive. Opposite direction, then it is negative. Then correlation coefficient, the measurement to check the coefficient, that is called correlation coefficient. Thereafter we discuss about next topic, that is 3 types that we have to measure to find out correlation. Number 1, scatter bar diagram. Number 2, calculation product movement method. And number 3, Spearman's rank correlation method. Out of which first is scatter bar diagram. And in scatter bar diagram, 5 types are there. In which first type that we have to study, that is perfect positive correlation. Okay, thank you.